everyone. This is Champions for Growth at Anand Rathi Wealth Management, where it's about vision, leadership, and the unwavering client trust that the employees at Anand Rathi Wealth so well embody. Bharath Rathore, whose journey has been nothing short of extraordinary, now joins in to share with us his experience, which has spanned over 22 years. He's carved a niche for himself, and now at Anand Rathi Wealth, it's truly where he's flourished. And it's more than just a workplace for him, it's a platform for limitless growth, where he's had the opportunity to lead, innovate, and mentor while being a part of the wonderful culture that values trust, expertise, and personal relationships. So let's understand a little bit more about him, because not just wealth management, he has a sharp eye for photography. His comic timing is impeccable because he's also made it as a stand-up comedian. So we'll get to know more about him, Bharat. So many feathers in your cap. Why don't we talk of the one that I think really stands out? The fact that you have had so much experience in the industry and now have really flourished at Anand Rathi Wealth. Tell us what it is about this organization that really helped you do that.
Hi, Anand. Good afternoon. Well, it's been about a little more than a decade that I have been here. And what stands out about this organization is the fact that, number one, nothing replaces logic. If logically anybody needs to be in a particular place, they will be there. There's nothing that is going to stop you. The second thing is all about empathy. Our CEO, Mr. Rakesh Rawal, who is also a professional guru, when I joined here in 2014, there was one instance where I was down with swine flu, and I had to join, which I did, and I was then down with swine flu for about 20 days. At around the 17th, 18th day, I called Mr. Rawal and say, "Sir, feeling relatively better, I will come in and work." So he says, "You don't sound, but then why do you want to come?" I said, "There's a lot of work." He says, "If you can't prioritize your health, how are you going to prioritize a client's need over organization's requirements?" If an individual cannot prioritize his health, he is going to prioritize on his benefits than the client's benefits. And that's something that we will not ever entertain. That hit me. And I said, what, this is a place where I have to be, because they're talking about the right things. I was given all the leave that I needed to recover. And it's small things like this. Empathy is, again, another example of this is when it comes to providing, support to a lot of our friends, especially in the space of runner boys and housekeeping stuff. In the last 10 years, I've seen numerous sets of incidents where, somebody was in trouble, there's some kind of financial requirements. The organization has always stood up for them, done whatever has been needed to be done for them. And that's what makes this place a place where you should be. And that's what made me be here for about 10 years now.
You've really put it well. I think the fact that you have people in the organization who truly value you as a human being and not just someone to churn out numbers and do the next job at hand, I think that really says a lot. So tell us, you have built clearly over the years long-term client relationships. What do you say, or what would you say would be the key to that?
I think the key to providing long-term, success, especially with client relationships, are very few simple things that we do as an organization. The first thing is process strategy. So, fall in love with the process, don't fall in love with the end results. If you fall in love with the process, the clients are automatically going to see the results, which are going to be positive, and they're going to be with you. The second thing is about plain, simple transparency and being straightforward and honest. This has always worked for me. I today have clients who've been with me for more than a decade. I have clients who've been with me for the last 22 years since I started working. They've seen me when I've had more hair on my head and they were not gray. So the fact remains that fall in love with the process and deliver the strategy, the results will come, which will make the client stay. Second is trust, for which you need transparency. And last but not the least, it is at the end of the day about plain, simple service. Many a times it is just about being there when the client calls, when the markets are falling. It's just about being there, answering that phone call and saying, you know what, don't worry, things are going to be all right. So it's this basic three simple things which are going to deliver.
Okay, and I believe that you as well have played the role of a mentor, and you've had many mentors as well. Is there any, any advice that you've got that you really think has stood out according to you, and what is it that you would want to pass on as advice?
I've had a lot of mentors. I've had Rakesh, I've had Feroz, I've had Chetan. I've learned from every single member of the product team. I have learned from people who are part of my team. I have learned from the seniors in the Bangalore team who stood by me, supported me, and what I've learned from all of it is one very simple thing: learn to ask for help. The organization provides all the support that you want and can give you more than what you want, as long as you ask for it. Second, stick to the process. Now, for people who are being promoted from account managers to relationship managers, it's simple. You've been learning it from day one, from the time you joined us. For people who joined from outside or people who had experience and have joined the organization, all of us have a certain thought processes of this is how wealth management has to be. So it's all about unlearning those and keeping an open mind to learn what is being said here and implementing it. It's never easy. It's easier said than done. But then, as long as you can do it, you know what, the sky is the limit.
That's great. It certainly is. And as I said in my introduction, I believe your comic timing is impeccable because you have the clear knack of making it as a stand-up comedian. You want to tell us something about that? What was that like, and how do you keep things light in light of the fact that you're in such a high pressure industry?
Well, it's something that I've obviously been told quite a few times, and it's something that I should do. But then, to be honest, I guess working in a high pressure industry, sometimes you just need to take things a little lightly, otherwise you're going to burn out. And therefore, looking at things from looking at situations from a funny perspective just tends to lighten up the mood, and that's primarily how I suppose I landed up having that. And to be honest, at this juncture, there's just so much to be done within the organization that probably once I retire is something that I may want to look for.
Okay, and I believe that even you've got so many other passions. So, how do they contribute to your success as a leader at Anand Rathi Wealth, the likes of photography, meditation, exercise?
I guess there's a saying which goes, "All play and no work makes Jack a dull boy," and you know, therefore, it's imperative for each one of us uh, to have a certain set of hobbies and pursue them with passion. Uh, to that extent, given the fact that I'm in Gemini, I tend to keep jumping and having new hobbies every now and then. But then you got to have something to look forward to do at the end of the day after you finished a day's work. And that's important because that way you're going to relax yourself mentally and be fresh and ready for another day of challenge where there's so much of work, there's so much of value addition that one has to offer. And therefore, I guess that's how I landed up trying my hand at photography. Off late, exercise is something that I'm trying to do as disciplined in manner as one can. Yeah, you need to have something going on the side just to keep you motivated to get back home and look forward to something other than saying, you know what, I'm just going to scroll the social media and dump my mind away. That's how it is.
Oh God, yeah, we're all falling prey to that, aren't we? Okay,
Absolutely.
so Bharat, let's get to know you a little bit better. We've got an Anand Rathi style rapid fire round. So, what is the one financial habit that you swear by?
Start early.
The one thing you love most about Anand Rathi Wealth?
The family culture.
Okay. One word that defines your leadership style.
Brother, elder brother.
Okay. Wow. And if not wealth management, what do you think you would be doing? Would it be a photographer? Would it be an exercise guru or a comedian?
I would try to be a funny exercise comedian.
Ah,
Funny
I love it. You're combining it all.
exercise.
Bharat, what a testament to expertise, humor, and heart. It's been great chatting with you. Thank you so much. I think it's all of these qualities that truly make you a champion for growth and an invaluable leader at Anand Rathi Wealth. And we've got so many more inspiring stories lined up. Thank you for joining us.